Hello, viewers. I'm Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal. Stands before you today with a very important concept of +3 second semester of the paper number 3, which is Political Theory, Concepts and Debates, and the name of the topic is Social Exclusion and Affirmative Action. In +3 second semester, in paper number 3, there is a chapter known as Social Exclusion and Affirmative Actions. And today's video relates with these two important concepts, that is social exclusion and affirmative actions. I request my viewers to watch this video attentively, and in course of your watching, write down your notes so that the problem of notes will be over. And I again request you to watch this video and try to listen what I am speaking in the video about social exclusion and affirmative action. First, we'll take off. What is social exclusion? Democracy in the present world is a pro-people government. Democracy is so much popular that in 3/4 part of the world, democracy prevails. But democracy has some obstacles. If the obstacles will be in democracy, democracy cannot function. And among the obstacles, social exclusion is one. So long as there will be social exclusion, democracy cannot function. So what is social exclusion? It is an obstacle of democracy. What is a social exclusion? Social exclusion is a term which has been originated in the later part of 20th century. It has been originated from France, and René Lenoir, a French Secretary of State for Social Action, used the word social exclusion for the first time in 1974. So, what is social exclusion? In simple language, social exclusion means if in the society some people may be on historical grounds or historical reasons or any other social and cultural grounds or any other social evils and political evils are prevented to take part in the normal social life, is social exclusion. So again I am telling, social exclusion in simple language means if in the society there are some groups or sections who either because of historical reasons or due to some social and cultural evils are prevented to take part in normal social life, and they are also prevented to enjoy those privileges and rights which others are enjoying in the society. It is social exclusion. But actually social exclusion means it has some features. The first feature of social exclusion is that it is a multi-dimensional concept. It means social exclusion has many grounds. It may be on poverty, it may be on gender, it may be on caste, it may be on religion. It is a multi-dimensional concept. That is why Rene Lenoir has said that there are various grounds of social exclusion, like mentally, physically handicapped, it is a ground. Suicidal people, it is a ground. Aged invalids, abused children, drugs addicted, single parents, multi-problem households. These are all the grounds of social exclusion. So, social exclusion has some features. The first feature of social exclusion is that it is a multi-dimensional concept. Means social exclusion has many grounds. Either due to race, some people are prevented to take part in normal social life, or it may be of religion, it may be of caste, it may be of gender, or it may be of mentally and physically handicapped ground. If some people are mentally and physically handicapped, they are prevented to take part in the normal social life. And number two, suicidal persons. If some people are interested to make suicide, they are frustrated, they are also sometimes prevented to take part in normal social life. Number three, aged invalids. Sometimes aged people who have become invalid, they are also prevented to take part in normal social life. These are the grounds told by Rene Lenoir. Then abused children, those children are not given good treatment in the house. Drug addicted, those children are drug addicted. Single parents, those who have single parents, either mother or father exists. Multi-dimensional households, those houses have many type of problems. So, social exclusion has many grounds. It is a multi-dimensional concept. It has many grounds for which people are prevented to take part in the normal social life. Number two, it prevents some people to participate in normal social life. Due to some grounds, maybe of gender, caste, sex, people are prevented to take part in normal social life. Number three, it prevents some sections on the basis of caste, race, gender, poverty, etc. to enjoy those rights and resources, goods and services enjoyed by the rest of the people. So, in simple language, social exclusion means whenever some people, either due to historical ground or some social and cultural evils, they are prevented to take part in normal social life, and they are prevented to enjoy those rights and privileges which others are enjoying. This is social exclusion in simple language. But actually social exclusion means it has some features. Number one is, it is a multi-dimensional concept. It has many grounds for which people are prevented to take part in normal social life. Number two, it prevents people to participate in normal social life. Number three, it prevents people to enjoy those rights and privileges which others are enjoying. So, you are clear what is social exclusion in simple language, what is social exclusion in actual language. Now, see, there are some definitions which have been given by some scholars as well as Oxford Dictionary about social exclusion. Oxford Dictionary has defined in a nice way the meaning of social exclusion. It defines, if some people are unable to participate in society fully, either due to poverty or belonging to minority groups. According to Oxford Dictionary, if some people are prevented, if some people are unable to participate in social life fully, either due to poverty or on minority ground. And another definition has been given by Levitas and others. Very nice definition. It is a complex and multidimensional process. It involves lack of denial of resources, rights, goods and services, and inability to participate in normal relationships and activities available to the majority of people in society, whether in economic, political, cultural and economic areas. It affects both quality of life of individual and equity and cohesion of society as a whole. So we are clear what is the meaning of social exclusion in simple language and what it is in actual language. We have discussed the definition of social exclusion given by Oxford Dictionary. Then we have discussed the definition which is given by Professor Levitas and others. Now discuss. There are 4 forms of social exclusion. Social exclusion has 4 forms. 4 forms. Number 1 is political exclusion. Political exclusion means if in the society some people are prevented to get citizenship and some people are prevented to express their view, it is political exclusion. And Professor Bhala and Lepere said, if the state is not neutral, it is also political exclusion. Then second one is the social exclusion. Social exclusion means discrimination on race, sex, caste, etc. Social exclusion means if in the society on the basis of caste, race or religion some people are discriminated, it is social exclusion. Then cultural exclusion. Cultural exclusion means it refers to which a diverse group is respected and accepted. Cultural exclusion means it refers to the way in which a diverse group or specific group is respected and accepted. Or cultural exclusion means the way a different groups is respected. And finally, economic exclusion. Economic exclusion. It means it refers to lack of access to labor market. Lack of access to labor market, credit facilities and other form of capital assets. Economic exclusion means whenever people are unable to get fair treatment in labor market they may be discriminated, or in credit facilities at the time of giving loan they are discriminated, or other form of capital assets. So far as money matters, if some people are exploited, these are the example of the economic exclusion. So here we are clear about social exclusion in simple language, social exclusion in actual language, what it is in simple language, what it is in actual language. We have discussed definition of Oxford Dictionary about social exclusion. We have discussed definition of Levitas about social exclusion. Then we have discussed forms of social exclusion. And we have discussed René Lenoir's grounds of social exclusion and from which country it has been originated, when it has been originated, and who are the first one who told about social exclusion. Now we'll take up another important topic, that is affirmative actions. So what is affirmative actions? In democracy, affirmative actions is considered as a mean to maintain social equality. In democratic system, affirmative action is considered as a mean to maintain equality. It means affirmative action is a mean to make democracy successful. So affirmative action is very important. So what is affirmative action? Sometimes people think that affirmative action and preferential action are same. Sometimes people think that affirmative action and preferential action is same. But actually, affirmative action and preferential action or preferential policy are different. So, in order to be clear about affirmative action, a person must be clear about the meaning of preferential policy or preferential action. So, preferential policy or preferential action means whenever the state is giving preference to any dominant caste or dominant race in society. So, preferential policy or preferential action means whenever the state is giving preference to a particular caste or race its policy. For example, in Sri Lanka, Sinhalese local people are given preference. In Pakistan, Muslim community is given preference by the government. It is preferential policy or preferential action. Again I am telling, preferential action or preferential policy means whenever the state will give preference to a dominant caste or dominant class in its policy. For example, Muslim community in Pakistan and Sinhalese community in Sri Lanka. But affirmative action is not what preferential policy or preferential action is. Affirmative action means it has a simple language, it has an actual language. In simple language, affirmative action means it is a policy of taking special care of discriminated, deprived, exploited, disadvantaged groups who have suffered or are still suffering from discrimination, deprivation, social inequalities, either due to historical reasons or due to social and cultural tradition practice. So, in simple language, affirmative action means it is a policy whose objective is to give advantage to those people who are discriminated, exploited, disadvantaged, and who are not treated in a better way. So, in simple language, affirmative action means it is a policy which is designed to give special treatment to those people who are exploited, discriminated, so that they will be in society to lead a normal life with others. So in simple language, affirmative action means it is a policy which will give special care to those people who are exploited, discriminated, so that special care will be given to them so that they will be able to lead a normal life in the society like others. It is known as affirmative action. But actually, affirmative action means it has some principles. Number one, it is a policy to design counter discrimination on any ground, maybe historical reason or social events like caste, race, sex, culture and poverty. Social affirmative action has some principles. The first principle of affirmative action is that it is a policy to counter discrimination on any ground, maybe historical or social or cultural events. It is a policy which will check. It is a policy to counter discrimination. It is a policy which will not allow any person who will be discriminated, either now or in future. Number two, it is a policy makes sure that discriminated people will get fair chance to participate in normal life, and enjoy all rights and privileges enjoyed by the rest of the people. It is a policy which will make sure that discriminated people or excluded people will get a fair chance to enjoy those rights and privileges which others are enjoying. Number three, it is a formal policy of principles and actions. It is not merely a policy. It is a policy plus action for discriminated people, how they will not be discriminated, and they will take part in normal social life. Finally, fourth one, it is directed to increase number of people of discriminated groups to those sectors and business where their presence is quite limited, minimal or inadequate. Again, affirmative action policy is a policy to represent more people of discriminated group into business and those sectors where the number is minimum or minimal or not adequate. It means in those fields of business where the section of discriminated groups are not more. It is the policy of affirmative actions to increase the number of discriminated groups in those business and fields where the number is minimal. And number 4, it wants to make social equality by ending types of gaps in society. It wants to make social equality by minimizing all type of gaps in society. So you are clear what is affirmative actions? So we are clear till now. Affirmative action is not what preferential policy. We are clear what is affirmative action in simple language. And we are clear also what is affirmative action in true language. Now we'll discuss, there are some definitions of affirmative action. The first definition given by Oxford Dictionary. According to Oxford Dictionary, it is a policy or practice to see that jobs will be open for all, including those groups who were not given due to some grounds like race, sex, etc. According to Oxford Dictionary, affirmative action means jobs will be given to those persons. It means jobs will be open for all. Affirmative action means job will be open for all. And jobs will be given to those who were not given previously on ground of race, caste, sex. So again I am telling what is Oxford Dictionary speaks. Try to understand. It is a policy or practice to see that jobs will be open for all, including those groups who were not given due to some grounds like race and sex, etc. It means jobs will be given to all, and jobs will be given to those persons who were not given previously either on the ground of caste, color, religion, etc. So we are clear in this video what is social exclusion and what is affirmative actions. I think this video will be very much helpful to plus 3 second semester students for the paper number 3. I request my viewers to watch this video and make best use of this video. Thank you. Again we will be here with another video. Till now, goodbye to all.